First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourself. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
Beneath the surface, the truth lies in wait. A silent storm shaping our fate. The therapist strikes, the facade will fall. Through cracks in the void, we answer the call. In shadows we rise, a spark in the void, a fire in disguise. The raven takes flight, her words ignite. Worlds reborn in the endless night. We tear through the night, where shadows collide. A storm of resolve, no secrets can hide. In fire and fate, our voices will soar. Gothic Therapy, we shatter the core. Creation collides with the search for the real. A battle of minds, a wound that must heal. The raven writes what the world can't see. Truth and vision in harmony. In darkness we ride, a spark in the void, a fire in disguise. The raven takes flight, her words ignite. Worlds reborn in the endless night. We tear through the night, where shadows collide. A storm of resolve, no secrets can hide. In fire and fate, our voices will soar. Gothic Therapy, we shatter the core. Clear through the night, where shadows collide. A storm of resolve, no secrets can hide. In fire and fate, our voices will soar. Gothic Therapy, we shatter the core. Hear the echo, the clock strikes loud. The asylum awakens, calling the crowd. Through the chaos, our bond remains. Gothic Therapy, it burns and rides. We tear through the night, where shadows collide. A storm of resolve, no secrets can hide. In fire and fate, our voices will soar. Gothic Therapy, we shatter the core. In the dark, we stand as one. The fight has only just begun.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS, a raven stands side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof. With sharp wit and insight, we're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refute. Safe as in the asylum, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's spark the debate. With Master enlightening Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the asylum,
For those searching for salvation,
or embracing the insane.
you've come to the right place. Good evening, everybody!
Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. We have a packed show for you guys today, and as I can see from the chat, you've already been made aware, and you already know from the title that we will be discussing Warhammer. So
well,
yay.
as well get the clip out of the way now, darling. You can't do it while we actually discuss it.
What do you mean? You mean Warhammer?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Half the internet disagrees with you there.
Yeah, sure. Happy 7-year anniversary of the release of The Last Jedi, and everybody online who is coping and seething about it because it's 7 years later and people still hate it. If anything, more people hate it than like it. So people are angry. And you know what I have to say to that?
What?
I can't wait to do it again next year.
I thought you were going to play the cry about this clip. Oh, well.
Nope. I cannot wait to do it again next year and make sure to let them know that at even 8 years later, we still hate it.
I've never even seen it.
They're never going to get people to like it. I'm sorry. People do not like it because it's a divisive movie. You can enjoy the movie, and if you like it, that's cool. But the majority of people do not like the treatment of people in it. So every year you scream and shout and cry and people don't fall in line. And guess what? They're never going to. So.
Yep.
It's just never going to happen. Anyways, before we get started today, a couple pieces of information before we kind of jump into our usual routine.
Mm-hmm.
First off, and this is not meant to get any super chats or donations, okay? I am just making you guys aware of this, and I'll explain why I'm making you aware of it. Tomorrow, I will be having eye surgery. It is going to be to correct a condition that I have that is called keratoconus. You'll have to look it up, or I'll be here for a week trying to explain it. But basically, the cornea bulges outward into a cone shape, and they're going to have to scrape the cornea and use medicine and lasers, and it's apparently an 1.5-hour procedure. So it sounds like a lot of fun, and I have to be awake for it. So that's going to be my day tomorrow, and apparently it's extremely painful, and it will put me out the
you will
entire
be
day.
under the influence of Valium, and they even said that you're allowed to listen to a podcast while you lay there. What? So you get to catch up on EFAP.
Sure, if I remember it. But yeah, I just want to let people know, and the reason I'm letting people know is not because I'm asking for donations or anything like that. I'm not asking for super chats. I'm asking for prayers, luck, whatever you have to give. I would appreciate it, because I can be honest, I'm a bit nervous about it. You know, it has a high success rate, and you know that's great. But I can't say I'm not worried. You know, so.
I mean, human beings are squeamish about eyes. I mean, that's why Greek tragedies always have the characters gouging their own eyes out.
I was told specifically not to be alarmed if I smell burning, because it's not my eye.
Then what is it? The laser?
I don't know, and I quite frankly don't want to know.
Fascinating.
And people are asking if I'll be unconscious. No, I will not. It is an 1.5-hour procedure that requires active participation.
Like I said, they will be giving him Valium and said he can listen to a podcast.
If I remember it. But yeah, so again, I appreciate any prayers or luck you have to send my way. I would really, really appreciate that. That would mean a lot. So yeah. And next week, our show will be changing times for just the 1 week, and there's a very good reason for that.
Because next week, on the 22nd, I turn 29.
Yep.
The last year of 20s.
Yep. Next Sunday, Raven will be is Raven's birthday. So we will be doing the stream earlier so that I can take her out somewhere nice for her birthday. I already have reservations for that, but it's going to be later in the evening. So we're going to make sure to do our show a bit earlier, just for that week, so that we can not have to worry about rushing back or anything, and I can treat Raven how she deserves to be treated, because I love her so much.
You always treat me how I deserve to be treated.
Yes, I know, but still.
I love you too.
All right. I think, is that it, honey? Do we have anything else?
I don't believe there is any other news. Oh, there is also where you do have another super chat goal. How many super chats are we aiming for tonight?
We're still aiming for 20, and it's just
If it doesn't matter how much you donate or what you say in them, if we get 20 super chats, then you guys by the end of the stream will get to hear a real life story of mine and Master's married life that happened this week or the past week.
Yeah, we're going to basically save that for telling like little cute stories that happen because we don't always post all our interactions. Sometimes we do. They're funny, but there are some cute interactions that we don't post because contrary to popular belief. Go ahead, Penny.
It's because we don't people seem to forget that. No, what I was going to say was we all know why you guys are here. It's because you love our interactions and banter. You all think we're adorable. And you want, and we figured, hey, might as well give them some more of the adorable.
And also, as I said, people seem to like it, and we act this way, the way we do on stream. We act this way in IRL. Anybody who's met us in IRL can tell you the exact same thing. I know there's a couple people who have.
Quite a few. Some of you might even be in the chat right now and can vouch for that. Nothing about us is scripted, ever. We literally act online the same way we do in real life.
And we don't script our videos or anything, so it's hilarious because people get mad at us and say, your videos are scripted, you stumble over lines, and it's like, it's not scripted.
It's
That's
not
exactly
scripted.
why.
I just have a bad habit of talking over Master. I'm working on it.
It's okay.
But it makes it harder for you to edit and post.
It's fine, honey. I love you, and I'm happy to do it. I will have to see if I can even get a video out tomorrow because, as I said, the surgery is going to apparently put me out of commission for an entire day. So I don't know. But anyways, we're already 10 minutes in. Let's get into the chat.
All
Let's set a 10-minute
timer. Yeah, I was about to say,
and
I'm
we'll
setting
say
it for 10 minutes. Ready? And go.
After 10 minutes, we'll go into the super chat. So we have Russ Williams says, hail all. Hail to you. Daniel Rude says, good evening, y'all. Good evening to you.
Hello.
Hit that like button. Yep. Hit that like button. We're not going to do the clip because we want to get through the chat. Adega Outlaw says, we. Is it the royal we or just we?
We. I think that we.
Ashes said this show's going to be amazing. I hope so.
He's saying that for the Warhammer.
Good. Master will have to talk about Warhammer 40K tonight. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. The Great One says, good evening. I'm here watching, listening, but might not be typing too much. That's all right.
Yeah, that's okay. We're happy with lurkers.
Pickleman says, I'm honestly not concerned what CD Projekt Red does. Cyberpunk's launch did things to my trust levels. That's fair.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it because people are talking about it online and we have some things to say. And to be fair, as someone who's read all the books, I think both of us have read all the books.
You read Season of Storms. I haven't.
Yeah, Seasons of Storms was not worth reading. I don't recommend it. The Proctophile with his wrench said, good evening, folks. How's everyone doing? We're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well.
Proctophile. Mods are orderlies in our community.
Yeah. Thomas M says, good evening. Good evening to you.
Good evening. I see you joined our Discord. Welcome.
The Rinsler says, hail chat. Hail to you.
Hello.
The Peter Venkman fan site says, hail all. Hail to you. Daniel Roots is freezing our butts off here in Iowa. How are the rest of you? Well, not freezing my butt off, at least for now.
I mean, it's cold, but we have a heater on.
Yeah. Jose Taco with his wrench. Raven, your husband said you're free to talk about Warhammer today. Yay. Yeah.
I know.
Sure. Behave.
Ave Imperator and hail the All-Father.
Goodness, people are going cuckoo in the chat. I could see all the super chats. We'll get to them towards the end.
Yeah.
Ave Imperator, the hail all whatever.
Ave Imperator.
You're going to read them because I don't care. Skyfire85 says, hail all. Hail to you.
Hello.
The Servant of God 777 says, hail all. I see the new Druckmann garbage has appeared. We're actually going to be reacting to the trailer.
Actually, we're going to be reacting to the audio description trailer because it's even funnier.
There is an audio description trailer which explains what's going on, and it is the most hilarious thing. I only watched a little bit of it, and we were like, oh my god, we need to save this to react to it on stream. So we actually have 2 game therapies today.
Yeah, no media therapy because I couldn't find anything media therapy because Master didn't want to react to the Sonic 3 clip.
Yeah, I'd rather react to the weird Pac-Man trailer thing. Ryo Hoshi says, my cat sleeps not suspecting that tomorrow she gets spayed. Rip cat. Neo Dark Batter says, good evening all. Good evening to you.
Hello.
Ashes says, hello, everyone. I hope this day finds you well. Remember, regardless of where you are in life, you've always got friends and a place to call home with us. Can't say it better myself. 3M5000 said, this is awesome. I'm assuming that this is the new intro song. We actually have 2 new ones, and I think I'm going to stop. I think I have a problem. We have 7 intros. I don't think we need any more.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's so much fun.
Yeah. Hornstar says, hello, Master. Hello, all. Master Raven. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Griffin Turbo says, heyo, everyone. Heyo.
Hi.
Silver Eye Dragoon says, heyo. And oh my God, it's Anthony says, heya. Heyo and heya. Okay. Mermelade says, we get 40K. Woo. Yay.
I really need to make a role specifically for 40K nerds.
Griffin of Might says, embrace the Hammer Master. No.
I've tried.
Brother Slime, I'm still sad that Disney killed Star Wars. I'm kind of not beyond sadness at this point. It's more apathy for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Robert McDarris says, sorry, I'm just getting tuned and hope my favorite couple, YouTube couple, are doing great. Hope our eye surgery goes well. Thank you so much.
When we are doing well, for the most part, except for surgery, you know.
Arash Sengoku says, I hope your surgery...
Arashi
Sengoku. I almost thought I got it right and you ruined it. Arashi Sengoku.
Word Rashi in it. How can you mispronounce Rashi?
You're glitching out a little bit on my end. I don't know if
How can
it's
you
just
mispronounce Rashi?
I hope your surgery and recovery goes well. Thoughts and prayers to you. Thank you. Lord of the Rees, God see you two doing well. Best of luck with the surgery. I'll be playing for a swift recovery for you and a minimum of pain. Thanks. I appreciate it, really.
Master doesn't like pain.
Well, no, it's just I've been told it's going to be a lot of pain. Like you think they try to say, oh, it's not a big deal. They're like, no, you're going to be in pain. Is there a helicopter going over us right now?
Yes, there is.
Hope it goes away. Brandon, the anime guy. Hey, nice to see you, Brandon. Says, damn, that sucks. Yep.
Brandon, you still haven't told me if you've gotten to Fairy Tale yet. I want to talk about that with you.
Let's see if anybody else here. I'm just scrolling through. Tim and Meteor Herald says, oh, Raven, you poor baby 29.
Yeah. I like to brag that I'm still in my 20s, okay? And next year I won't be. Sadness.
You'll be fine, honey. I'll take care of you.
I know.
Arashi Sengoku. See, I got it right this time. I'll be lurking, hoping for the best for your surgery. What is with the helicopter?
It's probably a search helicopter looking for a criminal like there always is.
Hello, we're trying to stream here. Could you move your helicopter? Thanks.
Hello? Anybody home?
Wait.
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
Hee. You're welcome.
Let's
We got
see.
about 3 minutes left.
I'm going. I'll be praying for your health, TDS. Hope the surgery goes well. Cajun Corey says hello.
Hi.
Ruben Christopher Haynes says, you'll be my prayers. Love you both. Blessings to you both. Nice
Thanks,
to see
Ruben.
Master Goa says, I don't even like touching my eyes, so I'll pray for you. Please do. I'll take anything. Gotta run. Good night. Oh, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
This the Chiz of 4547 says, hail chat. Hail to you.
Hi.
Shield Maiden says, oh, good. I think I made it. You did make it.
Yes, you did. 3 minutes.
Where you've made it to, you will never know.
To insanity.
That intro gives me Saturday morning cartoon vibes. Yeah, that's what we kind of try to do. It was meant to be kind of more whimsical, so that's kind of the thing for it. Let's see. Odega Outlaw says drones. Let's not talk about that. Drevlock says Master doesn't like pain. Seems a little too self-exclusionary. The F2P Potato says hi. I think it's a wave. I always forget what that one is. Asian Sword Master 1 says hi, everyone. Hi. Fasto Soa says, I hope Master gets the best orc mad doc for operation. Oh my god. Okay, guys, with the Warhammer already.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
We need to make that a membership emoji.
The what? Nobody cares?
Yeah, I mean, you thought of it, but we haven't done it yet.
Well, our emojis right now are not that great, so we'll have to redo them all.
Yeah, I think the only one we really should keep is the bad kitty and the lurking kitty in the cauldron.
We all care? Are you sure? Because
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I mean, you did just say that to an Imperial Guardsman, according to what I saw in the chat.
Nobody cares.
I think Dominus Knox! Oh, hail the Lord of Night!
No.
Death to the false emperor.
I want to die.
Meow.
Great Scott!
Meow.
Behave.
Meow.
Ghost will not care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I've said it. I've decreed it. Therefore, it is true.
We'll finally actually get to talk about Warhammer since the last time with the Adeptus Custodes. Of course, people are going to go crazy because it's literally a running joke that you don't care about Warhammer.
Albatross says, "What show is that from again? The Summoning. It's a one-off cartoon.
It's a weird cartoon, but it's good. It's funny.
Yeah, but here's what's going to happen, okay, guys? When it's time for Warhammer, it's going to be okay. Bye for Warhammer."
He's only half joking. Well, 25% joking. I'm sorry, guys. He really doesn't care about Warhammer. And I think it's because I've grown addicted to it. Oh, time for Super Chats.
Okay. I'm not reading any of the Warhammer stuff. We're going to get into our first topic.
Fine, then give me the Warhammer stuff to read. But we have Super Chats to read.
Oh, yes, we do. We do. You're right. We have Then we have Ashes for $1. Said nothing. Thank you so much. We have Ashes for $5. Blood for the Blood God and Skulls for the Skull Throne. Everyone start chanting one of us, one of us, one of us, TDS, and we join our ranks. Blah, 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 blah,
You
blah, blah.
literally just said a Warhammer quote.
I don't care. I'm not paying attention. I'm reading nothing. Don't care. It's like you think this is somehow getting one over on me, and I just don't really care. I just don't care. So it's like, oh no.
I've tried, but it's my it's my addictive habits that have turned him away from the franchise.
You mean they gave me money to say Warhammer stuff that I don't mean, but I get money for it? Cool. Look, Pickle Man for $2. Ave Imperator, Imperial Guard represent, blah, 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 blah. Thanks for the money.
You really don't know how to pronounce your Latin. Sorry, High
I
Gothic.
don't want to know how to pronounce by Latin. There's a difference.
High Gothic.
Timon Meteor Herald for $2 says, cheers, the Sony Spider-Man Universe is dead. Yes, it is. Well, they say it's dead, but apparently it might not be, so... Servant of God 777 for $2. The Last Jedi sucks. Ryan Johnson was dumb. The end. Yep.
True.
The Proctophile for $5. Best wishes to you. Surgery is always scary. Thankfully, I know Raven will take good care of you during your recovery. I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, no, I hope so. I don't know what state I'm gonna be in at that time.
I've taken plenty good care of you before.
I'm not implying you wouldn't take care of me. Relax. I'm saying I won't be in a good enough state to make sure it happens or not, so I would hope so. Kind of thing. Master Goa for $5 says, I work graveyard at 7 p.m. in Las Vegas, so I can't get you live often. For Vivian James, keep up the great work shining light on shady projects. We will. We will.
Who's
I'm still
Vivian
doing
James?
I don't know, but we will keep shining a light on that stuff, even though...
And make sure you have your coffee.
Well, that, and also, I'm just going to say that we still have not heard back from YouTube. They specifically, after days of keeping us waiting almost a week, they basically told us that they will not be telling us anything unless they decide to go through with the privacy claims. So, in other words, anytime they could just decide that that they're going to enforce them, and they could just remove our videos and we would have no way of stopping them. So, yeah,
Sigh.
what a great system you got there, YouTube. Proud of you.
It sucks.
Cajun Corey for $5 said nothing. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for your silence.
Odega Outlaw for $10 for your goal. And as reader of the books, another voice in frustration against CD Projekt Red. I will do better. I could do better blindfolded. We are apparently getting another Witcher book that is going to be a prequel. It's going to be about teenage Geralt. So that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Cesario JPN for $5. Stop watching Hollywood's Graveyard Stars, Graves of Nosferatu, and finding Edmund Gwen. That's a huge title. To watch Gothic Therapy. Well, thank you. Thank you. We have a Cleric Call for $10. I did have laser eye surgery, and yes, you will smell bird pig hair stuff, but it only screwed me on the second eye operation, which took double time because of it. Wow, that doesn't make me worried or at all.
Sorry, I laugh at pain.
For Skyfire85 says, for the Emperor. Thanks, the money. I am the Emperor. Give me money. You're not getting picked. I can hear you laughing, but you're not getting picked for the mic.
I moved away from the mic so I wouldn't glitch.
I'm a bit late, but couldn't you stream a day early or late for her birthday? Also, happy early birthday.
No, because Saturday is Shabbos, so we'll be offline, and Monday we're working.
Yeah, so it just doesn't work. Otherwise, that's why we do Sundays, is because it just happens to work well for us.
And because we work. YouTube is just a hobby for us.
But thank you for the what is this? Let me look. How much is it? It is $5.41 in American dollars. I have no idea what it is otherwise.
Icelandic currency, maybe?
I have no clue. Mermelade for $2 says, what kind of podcast will you listen to tomorrow? I don't know, because I'm going to be on Valium, so I think I probably will not remember much. So whatever podcast I'm listening to, I probably won't remember it. So at least if it's a bad one, I won't know.
It might be EFAP.
Yeah, probably going to be EFAP, I would imagine. I have a ton of that.
I mean, it's the perfect time to catch up on it. So if you know, you know.
Icelandic Krona. Okay.
I was right. Icelandic.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into our first topic here. Let's get the media. Just a update on the VTuber things. Mine is pretty much finished. Ravens is still being worked on. We're not rushing the person behind it. We want to make sure Spartan takes his time. We trust him. So that's a fair point. I have no idea what time it is where you're at. Yep. All right. Let's get into our first topic that we have here right now. Sony's Spider-Man Universe met its demise.
Without Spider-Man, it failed to rise.
Though Venom found some success for a while,
the rest fell flat, lacking charm or style. Good riddance!
Yeah, I can't say I'm sad about this one, at all. I mean, I did like the first Venom. I didn't see the second one because I didn't hear great things about it. And quite frankly, I just haven't really liked anything that they've come out with. And we got some decent memes from Madam Web and, Morbius, but
and Sydney Sweeney launched her career. Good for her.
But literally I think this was a terrible mistake from what I've heard. And this is what really makes me annoyed. I have heard that apparently Sony did have the ability to put Spider-Man in these films, but they decided not to.
Why?
Because they thought that if they had a Spider-Man-like character, it would be enough. So they did Venom. That's what I read somewhere. I don't know if it's true. That's what I read. I've also read, this may be a bit premature. What do I mean? Well, it appears that Sony may have plans to restart this universe.
Oh, joy. And let me guess, they will still not be putting Spider-Man in it. When that would put butts in seats.
I don't care. Give me a Spider-Man movie or don't give me anything. Sorry. You guys, look, I'm sure if they had the right writers and they had a competent team behind it and they were able to use Spider-Man sparingly, I'm sure we could get a great villain movie. I would love a villain Spider-Man movie from the perspective of the villain. So, for example, it's a Spider-Man movie, but it's from the perspective of the villain. So, for example, let's say the villain is the Scorpion, right? The whole movie is from his perspective, but Spider-Man's in the entire thing, but he's not the main character. I think that would be a really unique take on a Spider-Man villain. And I think it would be something that actually people would tune into. And it would be a very, very good way of using some of these characters and using Spider-Man without making him the main character.
Yeah, pretty much. But they're not going to do that because no one in Hollywood is competent anymore.
Well, I'm sure there are some competent people in Hollywood, but wherever they are, they're probably not in positions of power where they can do much. But regardless, I think this was an ill-fated thing from the beginning. The Venom movies were the only ones that did okay, but at the same time, they clearly just tried to make a universe without Spider-Man, and the problem is with these characters, you cannot do that. There are plenty of Spider-Man-like characters that you could have used. For example, why not use Ben Reilly? Make a whole Ben Reilly Spider-Man series. Like, it wouldn't be Spider-Man.
Yeah, people would show up for Ben Reilly or literally any of his clones.
Or Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, I would watch that.
But
I mean, that would also give them the excuse. I mean, if they did do 2099, it would give them their excuse to have a female Captain America and a female Doctor Strange.
Maybe, but regardless, I'm not sad to see this go. The only thing that will be continuing from this, I believe, are the Spider-Verse movies, and I know that Tom Holland is still Spider-Man. They keep saying there's going to be another Spider-Man. We don't have any news on that yet. But Kraven is the nail in the coffin. I will tell you, and this is a spoiler for anybody who has not seen Kraven, who actually wants to, okay? We will be giving you a warning.
You have been warned. Proceed.
No, count down.
3, 2, 1. Proceed.
The Chameleon makes an appearance in the Kraven movie. Yes, you heard me right. The Chameleon makes an appearance in the movie.
Da da da.
And
lame.
At the end, okay, wait for it. At the end, Kraven puts Null, the symbiote god, on his hunting list.
That's stupid.
Like
how does he even know about that entity?
I don't know. I just think that they're trying like really, really hard to make this thing works, and clearly it doesn't. And the fact that they canceled the Sony universe beforehand is literally it's very telling, because it's like you have a movie still coming out and you canceled the universe beforehand, right? Which basically is literally saying, hey, we have no faith in this. And guess what? The fans had no faith in it either.
Shocking.
Goodbye, good riddance, and as I said on Twitter, and I will say here, do not restart it, do not reboot it, do not continue it, let it die as it should be, unless you're actually going to give us Spider-Man movies. If you are not, do not do it. I know you have to, but leave it die. No more Morbius, no more Madam Web, no more Venom, no Kraven, leave it alone.
They're not going to. And that is why it will fail.
Goodbye, good riddance. No one cares.
Bye. Good place to stop.
Yep. All right, let's see what the chat has to say.
All right, I'll set a 5-minute timer. Found it?
Yep, I got it.
All right, begin.
How much are you putting on?
5 minutes.
You can change your background now, by the way.
I know. You just
okay.
Need to start.
Raven, while Masters changed his podcast to Kimball our sexiest podcast, I've watched it too many times. I don't need to hear it.
No, I am not torturing my husband like that, even if he is going to be on Valium.
Cajun Corey says Raven should have Master listen to Warhammer podcast. You know, it'd be the only time I would because I wouldn't remember it because I don't care.
Astartes Anonymous.
What?
Astartes Anonymous.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a Warhammer podcast.
Do you need me to do it?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But I could.
But no.
But I
Steam
might.
Studio reasoning. Yep. Good evening. Late again. I apologize. It's totally
You're
fine.
fine.
You're not that late.
Don't worry about it.
The Eminem song was the only good thing about the Venom movie. I don't even remember that. Even Art would disagree with you, bub. About what? People saw Craven, I guess. I only found out Craven came out yesterday. You and the entire rest of the world. Oh, and I think someone got 20 super chats, so we'll get to that.
Cool.
It would have made more sense to have the Chameleon and Nick Fury movie. No, it wouldn't.
I am confused.
I'm pretty sure well, yeah. It would have actually, you know what? He's right. It would have made sense to have Chameleon in like a Nick Fury movie because it was like an espionage thing. It would have made sense.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what they would have done? You know what they would have done? They would have had
What?
the reveal be Chameleon was actually a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Because
totally would.
they've never done that before with Ghost or Taskmaster or any of the other 15 other times they did it.
Yeah. Continue. 3 minutes.
Spider-Man is complicated. It's owned by two different groups, Sony and Disney. So Spider-Man, anything is always weird. That's fair. It's gonna take generations to even start improving things. That's true. He will have a Valium nap. Yep. Two away from the goal makes me wish I had money left to send, but I spent it all on Christmas gifts. Don't worry about it. The goal is just there for fun. It is not there to make anybody feel pressured to
Besides,
give.
you can always wait until next week or the week after for birthday money.
Or don't, or just show up and show support, share out the stream, leave a like. That we just appreciate you being here over anything else.
Yes. That too.
The Fizchozo Corner says, hi, everybody. Hi to you.
Hello.
Midnight broadcast channel reads creepy, scary green text stories nightly.
Ooh.
Sony should stop Spider movies and let Marvel handle them. No, I think Marvel can't handle them very well either. I think that we should just stop. Just stop the entire thing. No, they'd have the Chameleon come out as gender food. He'd be trans because he could transform. Get it? Did that get picked up or no?
It did. I heard it.
I need a...
You do. We don't even have a
But
sound.
I want to hear the story. Well, it looks like we'll get there. We have the entire rest of the stream. There's only 2 more super chats. So the thing is, they actually adapted Craven instead of making him another character for mass appeal. This could have worked. Yeah, I want Craven's Last Hunt. They're never going to make it. But I love how, like, right before the movie, they put out like a thing like saying, we would love to make Craven the Last Hunt. It's like, you know your movie's going to suck. That's why you just want, like, please go to our movie. Here, look, we gave you 10 minutes. Go watch it. No. It's weird. It's almost like there's these things called a trailer where it shows us what the movie's about and we decide whether or not we're going to go see it based off of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And based off of the trailer, I decided that your movie was garbage and I didn't want to go see it.
Yep.
But then again, I didn't need the trailer, to be fair.
Also true.
All right, guys. We have a treat for you. We have 2.
Don't forget super chats.
I'll get to the super chats, but yes, we'll get to super chats quickly, actually. Master Goa for $5. Vivian James is a free-to-use character created by 4chan. She was the mascot of Gamergate. She's a cute design original GG people will remember. I remember now. Didn't know the name.
Oh.
It's the girl with the shirt and the red hair.
Gotcha.
The Proctophile, $5. She should have written Craven like a Predator movie to illustrate his ruthlessness, skill, tenacity, and ego. It's not that hard, Hollywood. It is. It is very hard.
It is because they can't have men being men.
Rinsler lives for $1.99, sending positive thoughts your way, Master. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
And Master Go again for $2. Midnight Broadcast is a fun YouTube channel to listen to. I may keep that in mind. Okay, I think we're good. We have a treat for you, honey. You might want to change your screen. We have a treat for you guys. So you guys have seen the trailer for Intergalactic, the new Naughty Dog game that came out. But what you haven't seen is that there were actually 2 trailers. One of them is the regular trailer, and the other one
Is the one with the audio description for which the comments are turned off and there is still a like to dislike ratio.
and it is hilarious because it explains what's going on screen in such a not like a bored sounding voice.
He sounds so bored, and the fact that he's giving a straight face throughout it, sort of a flat tone. You know what? Let's just play it so they can see for themselves.
Yep. So we're gonna get into game therapy. We have 2 of them today, as you said, right? Now. All right. We're going to react to the trailer for Intergalactic, Naughty Dog's new game
With
thing.
audio description.
And it has no gameplay for those asking, because we can't have that.
It's literally just a guy reading the trailer script.
Let's hope the it doesn't lag too hard.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna hold on. Let me close this before I open it, just in case.
Okay.
Words appear in a looping white script which translates below into English. The suffering of generations must be endured to achieve our divine end. Ancient Sumerian Scripture, 1986. Bright starlight beams through the atmosphere of a nearby planet. Asteroids drift through the planet's shadow, disappearing into the deep blue void beyond. The asteroids coalesce into the remains of a shattered white moon in high orbit. The broken pieces trail from a larger sphere in a spiral pattern as the moon shrinks away. A small twin-engine ship with 2 fixed wings floats facing the moon. White racing stripes run along its bright red hull, which bears the emblem Porsche 984 Tempest NDX. The swirling surface of the planet beyond matches
Porsche,
Some people pronounce it Porsche.
whatever. But yeah, product placement. Oh boy.
the ship's crimson red hull. Inside, an anime on a CRT screen shows a woman with long pink hair. She flips, then blasts the head off a humanoid gator with her pistol. In a small bathroom, a young multiracial woman uses clippers to buzz down her scalp.
A young multiracial woman uses clippers to buzz down her scalp.
That was the line that made Master say, we need to react to this live.
Let's replay this.
Woman uses clippers. In a small bathroom, a young multiracial woman uses clippers to buzz down her scalp. She wears a white tank top tucked into dark pants and dusts off her head as she leaves the bathroom. She rummages through magazines strewn on a coffee table, then walks past a wall of newspaper clippings and sticky notes surrounding a photo of 5 people. The news titles read, 5 Aces Mastermind Dead or Hiding, and What Happened to the 5 Aces? The woman finally unearths a remote control and clicks it. A thin white woman with an eye patch appears on screens throughout the ship.
It's Nick Fury!
Ha.
No? Sorry, it's multiracial Nick Fury. Better?
Tell me something good.
Well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around the Superior Moon.
Jordan gears up for flight.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Superior. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just the right amount. I say we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead?
Jordan enters the cockpit and sits.
He's not worth it.
She raises her eyebrows and takes a long sip through the straw from a fast food cup.
I'm sorry, the deadpan voice just gets me.
Yep.
She takes a long sip out of her cup, guys. Her fast food cup.
She's gonna shave her head. She might as well shave her eyebrows too.
Listen, you can hear the sound effect for this sipping while it's telling us. Listen.
He's not worth it.
She raises her eyebrows and takes a long sip through the straw from a fast food cup.
I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
It's so dumb.
Tell me I'm wrong about the eyebrows, though.
Can you please blame him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
That seriously looks like a guy. I can't take this seriously!
She is the Avatar.
And you gotta deal with it!
She is the intergalactic Avatar, and you must deal with it.
Let's finish this.
With all your fucking shit. Okay, alright, you know what? There.
Wait.
What?
Her eyes are closed.
With all your fucking shit.
Do you see that? Wait.
So claim him, or I will find another agent.
With all your fucking.
In the reflect.
Okay.
Her eyes are closed. How do you not notice that? How do you not notice? Her eyes are closed. What's she looking at? She fell asleep. She fell asleep while she was listening to this, just like the rest of us. Look, you can see the reflection. She literally fell asleep during it. Instantly fired.
How much longer is this?
Longer.
Alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
Now on a different screen, the agent types at a keyboard. An alert shows a bounty claimed by Jordan.
Thank you.
Listen, kid.
The agent looks around and her lip twitches.
Why are we getting a close-up on her face? It's weird.
I don't know.
I'll see you on the other side.
Jordan switches the screen off. Now wearing a red bomber jacket with a knight's chess piece printed on the back, she leans back in her seat. She grips the seat's headrest and glares out of the cockpit. The spiral-shattered moon and red planet loom ahead. Jordan sits forward and types a number into an
Sony product placement.
Joy.
onboard Sony stereo. A CD changer carousel rotates and a robotic arm pulls out Pet Shop Boys, actually.
Why is there CDs in outer space? Why are there CDs in outer space?
Jordan cranks up the volume and presses a pedal with her glowing red Adidas high tops.
Her glowing red Adidas high tops. We have to let you know that it's an Adidas high tops, guys, because we need a product placement. Please, please, please.
She pushes a lever forward.
Now this is pod racing.
Her ship's engines spool up. With a slight smirk, Jordan tilts her head down as her ship surges forward. Twin trails of bright red light follow it into the distance. Words fly in on trails of light. From the studio that brought you Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted, and The Last of Us. In a forest, a three-armed robot wields a dual-bladed axe. Jordan faces it down. A gray sword in her hand lights up with red energy beams resembling sound waves. She leaps to attack. Bright light spirals through space. Before it, a red and blue title appears. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. Logo for Naughty Dog. The PlayStation Family Mark. The screen powers off.
And so does my brain. Wasn't that special, guys? Aren't you glad we got to watch that? Aren't you happy now?
And hear that. My brain. It trembles.
People were saying copyright. I'm not really worried.
We get copyrighted all the time. Big deal.
If we get copyrighted on the video on the stream, we'll either mute parts of it or whatever. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather react to it. I'm not really worried.
All right. Shall we go back into other mode?
Yep, I'm doing it in just a sec.
Oh, that was funny. And so lame.
That was so bad.
Oh, that was... My soul died, I think.
Post a link to the trailer, please. You don't want it.
You can find it on the official Naughty Dog YouTube.
Is it AI text to speech? Yes.
I actually don't know.
Is that the script given to the animators? Probably.
Mm.
That's not how you use clippers. Nobody told
Those
them.
aren't even clippers. It's a shaver.
I'm surprised they didn't call her diverse woman. It's a multiracial buzz cut woman.
Also, they call it young, and it's not a woman. The eyebrows are way too thick.
This game is going to fail like the rest, probably. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Look, maybe it turns out to be a decent game. Who knows? But I think that I would have released some gameplay. That's just my opinion. You're going to give us a trailer. You got to show us some gameplay. Come on.
Announcement trailers don't usually have gameplay.
Yes, but in this case, I think that it should have.
Probably. Either way, it's going to suck.
Nikki Fury. Nicole Furiosa. Nicole Fury. Space Fast Food Cup.
Ha.
She looks like a young Jet Li.
Nope.
Honestly, trimming her eyebrows might be an improvement for her head shape.
Exactly.
You're not wrong about the eyebrows, Raven.
Thank you.
Avatar, the last mostly ethnic. Everything was fine until the they-them nation attacked. I could smell the BO in this clip. Where in space would you find a fast food joint? I'm a bit confused. Well, we have to assume that there might be some fast food joints out there if space travel is possible. She didn't care. Yep. Caffeine crash. Yeah, she just decided that, you know what? I'm going to just fall asleep while I'm waiting. Copyright. I'm not worried. Look, worst comes to worst, we'll mute a couple seconds of the stream if we need to, like periodically. I don't think it'll be a problem because my thought here is if they put out a trailer, they want people to react to it, but we'll see. Worst comes to worst, it gets copyright claimed, and we learn from the future. We don't do it again, but it was worth it. Toggle switches in the future. Yep. Merchandising, where the real money from the game is. Oh my god, the V-Bounty is going to go on an intergalactic trip to the White Castle. Even more product placement. It's the 80s. Lame. I can't stand it. The cut scenes from the first Uncharted game look more natural and better than this. I kind of agree.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 50 billion down the drain.
Yep.
From the studio that brought us The Last of Us. Hopefully this will be the last of them. They misgendered the sword. Why the product placement? Because they need money. The Rogue Attraction says howdy. Howdy to you.
Hello there.
Nice to see you.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Borja Godios here. Says they learned nothing from The Last of Us 2. No, apparently not.
Not at all.
Eye patch woman looks like Kurt Russell's Snake. She does.
Oh my god, you're right.
They were cooked from the start. For your development, you can pivot to changing times. That's fair. Wookie Be Bad says hail to you.
Hello.
The music is a possible copyright issue. I'm not worried. As I said, like worst comes to worst, YouTube gives you the option to mute certain parts. So if I have to, I will mute it. That's why as soon as the music came on, I kind of stopped it and unstopped it because it probably will be okay. If it's not, what we'll do is, as I said, we'll mute it or we'll learn for the future. I'm not really that worried. It's more fun to be able to interact with things. The thing I'm more concerned about is like getting our video like completely taken down. Getting a claim, not a big deal. Taken down, not good. You know? If they need money, they must not be getting paid. They must be getting paid to not name drop somebody's products. Fair. Like when Naughty Dog can't in a few minutes get me more hyped than a black and red Peggy in a car, there's a problem. Yep. All right, let's get on with the next topic then, I think, unless we have super chats. Servant of God 777 for $2 says, well, it's a woke script. It definitely looks like it, but we'll have to wait and see. It can be decent. We don't know. The Proctofile for $2 in space, no one can hear your pronouns. And that actually, we passed the goal. So remind us, guys, honey, make a reminder for the poll and for the story. Because last time I didn't even look at the poll.
Yeah, what time?
It should be right before the diagnosis of the week. So guys, after our third topic, remind me to check the poll and remind me to also tell you guys the story because it's cute.
Okay, I'm gonna set an alarm for 8:30.
Okay. And we have one more from Cesario JPN. In 4 years, Neil Cuckman had to come up with the Intergalactic, and we get ugly lesbian Cloud from Final Fantasy VII in space with Akira undertones. Look, to be fair, there have been women in space, like, for example, Ripley, who have had this look and have actually pulled it off. This just, for some reason, it may have been the CGI, it may have been the animation. It does not look good. Like, it doesn't. She looks very
No.
unlikable. Now, maybe she will look better in the game, and maybe the game will be worth playing. I don't know. Okay. What I do know is that it right now doesn't get me interested. I am willing when it comes to games. I'm not going to jump at things. I'm going to say, this doesn't look like my kind of game, and I'm going to wait and see. Right now, I see nothing that I like, but at the same time, I think that jumping to conclusions is silly. I'll make fun of it. I'll have fun with it, but I'm probably not going to get the game regardless. It's not my kind of game, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see the gameplay. Show me the gameplay. I don't care about the story. I need to see good gameplay first. If you can't show me that and the story sucks, then I'm not interested.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but Ripley doesn't have Bush's eyebrow. That's true. Ripley was feminine and bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, the issue is I don't think that I think that how they portrayed the character looks really, really bad. Have we talked about The Witcher? We are getting there. We are getting on to our second topic, which will be about Warhammer, and then we're going to go into reacting to a Pac-Man trailer, and then it will be The Witcher. So we'll get there. With that said, let's get into the next topic.
Yep.
Honey?
Yep. I'm here.
Gonna put your background on?
Yeah. Sorry, something happened with the brightness on my computer. I must have pressed the wrong key and because it switched to something called scenery mode, and now my screen is way too bright and I can't change it.
I don't know what you did, but make sure you're plugged in.
I am.
Hopefully can you make it work, or do you want to wait for Sherry?
I'm fine. It's just my screen is a lot brighter than it normally is. Something happened with my display.
Chat, if you have
I don't know what key I clicked. Was it Control Alt or Control Space?
If you have any explanation to how to get scenery mode off the computer, let us know. Because I have no idea. But we got to get into our next topic, honey. So you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Will you be able to read it?
Yes.
Okay. Here's our next topic right now. Amazon and Cavill take the stage
to bring Warhammer to a brand new age.
But fans are nervous. Hopes ignite.
Will they honor the lore or ruin it in spite? Oh God, I really hope they don't ruin it. I really want this to be good. I really, really want it to be good.
So I'll go straight up and just own this. People know this by now. Not a huge fan of Warhammer, not because I don't think it's a good property or anything like that. I just think that there's a lot of lore to it, and quite frankly, I don't have enough time to get into the lore, and it's just not my kind of thing. But my wife, Raven, is very into it, so she'll be taking point on this video.
Ave Dominus Nux. Sorry, I had to.
But I will say, we have been hearing for quite some time that they were going to make a Warhammer series with Henry Cavill. Now, there have been some talks and some things we've heard from behind the scenes where they were planning to change the lore and make female space marines and female custodies and a bunch of stuff. And we heard rumors that Henry Cavill wasn't very happy about it and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
we don't really know.
Well, considering Henry Cavill plays the game as custodies, yeah, he wasn't very happy about them inserting women into his faction.
Well, we have to be fair, okay? We do not know if these sources were legit. I'm saying this because, again, I know that a lot of people believe the sources, and there's plenty of people out there who have, sources, and they're reliable, but we do not have proof of these claims. However, it would not surprise me. But we now have proof, confirmation that they are moving forward with the series, which makes people somewhat happy, but also
apprehensive.
not necessarily.
Well, yeah, we were allowed to be apprehensive considering what Amazon has done to Lord of the Rings and Wheel of Time and a bunch of other things. But there is proof that they can do Warhammer well. And that was episode 5 of Secret Level, the Warhammer 40k episode, which was absolutely amazing. I loved it. It was incredible from start to finish. That entire episode, I was hooked. And it really portrayed very well Astartes in combat. Their precision, their speed, their ruthlessness. It was just perfect. So so watching that and then hearing the news that the series is going forward, that episode gave me some hope for this series. That maybe it will be good. I don't know yet. The only news we have is that Henry Cavill is starring and executive producing, which gives him some creative control. And he has been a fan of Warhammer literally since its conception. So,
well, I would argue that it's not since its conception, because I would assume he wasn't born then.
Oh, fair, but he has been a fan for I think 30 years, and the franchise is maybe 40 years old. So he's been a fan of it for at least 30 years.
I will say something. I think personally, and again, I want to make very clear that I'm not a huge fan of Warhammer. I don't know much about it, but I will say I think that Warhammer, just based on what I have seen of it, I think it would have translated a lot better into an animated series than live action. I think it's going to be very hard to pull off the live action elements of this, especially with depending on the budget. We don't know the budget.
Yeah, because honestly, the way I can imagine them being able to, if they decide to have Space Marines in this, the way I can see them pulling it off on a budget would be to hire cosplayers to make the armor. I have seen professional cosplayers make Space Marine armor and actually make it look authentic and battle-worn out of literal 3D printed foam. So if they go that route and not use actual metal, but cosplaying tricks, they'll be able to have a better budget, I believe.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I personally, as I said, I'm not a huge fan of Warhammer, but I am a fan of Henry Cavill, and I think that he's been given a raw deal, especially with The Witcher and how that went. We do know a lot about that and about Superman. So I really kind of hope for his sake, because I think he seems like a great guy and he seems to actually passionately care.
I really hate the fact that he keeps getting screwed over. The whole reason I got into Warhammer was Henry Cavill announcing that he was making a Warhammer TV series. And me being support Henry Cavill after he left The Witcher, I wanted to see for myself what this franchise is all about and why people love it so much. And obviously now I'm one of the people who loves it so much.
And my life was never the same, because every day I hear about Warhammer, whether I want to or not.
I'm sorry, it's so good. Would you rather I talk? What?
I love you. I don't care if you talk about Warhammer. It's totally fine. I'm just not going to know what
I'm
you're
addicted.
About.
Yeah, but you also say I'm addicted.
Is that a false statement?
Not really.
So you mean I'm speaking the truth and you don't like it?
Yes.
So that sounds like a you problem.
It's not my fault you're so good at your job.
How is my being good at my job able to determine whether or not you're addicted to Warhammer? It's quite obvious to anybody who gets to talk with you for 5 minutes.
Because you're a therapist and therefore you're able to determine it in only 5 seconds.
I hate to break it to you, honey. I don't have to be a therapist to determine that.
Yeah. It's still a really good series. And like I said, the Secret Level episode did give me hope. I am going to maintain some hope for this. Obviously, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic because it is Amazon. But also because it's Amazon, I think they will have a budget for this. I think they will be able to afford the effects for this. Of course, given the size of the Imperium being a galaxy-spanning empire, we don't really know if they are going to have Astartes in it or not. I don't know if this is true, but I also have heard a rumor that it's going to be continuing the story of Titus from the Space Marine games. I might be wrong about that, but that is what I have heard. Because the secret level episode also had Titus.
I'm going to say something, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. I'm predicting already there's going to be a female Custodes in this. I guarantee.
Considering there was already a female Custodes in the Warhammer TV show The Tithes, yes, I believe so.
But we'll have to wait and see what Amazon does with this. But again, I wish Henry Cavill well. I hope that he finally gets his due, because I really do think he's a very nice guy, a very talented guy, and I would love to actually get to see him do something that he's passionate about in the way that he feels like, you know, he actually gets to express his passion.
Mm-hmm. All hail Emperor Cavill!
Okay, I think we're good.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, well, now it's your turn. Bye.
Okay. Okay, first off, where did someone tell me how to turn off the scenery mode? Someone please, my screen is too bright, it's burning me! You can press F and V. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Much better. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
You have control of the chat. Cut back here. Fine. From what I hear, no gamer is interested if the gameplay sucks, no matter how solid the story is. Talking about Intergalactic, I presume. You're not wrong. I am hoping they honor the lore and not ruin Warhammer any more than they have been trying to. I agree with you. Because female Custodes are stupid. I still don't believe this will be good. I'm far too jaded to have an iota of optimism for an Amazon show, even with Cavill's involvement. That is fair, but like I said, I am choosing to be cautiously optimistic. Lore-wise, women can't survive the process of becoming Custodes or Space Marines. Lore-wise, they also can't become Custodes or Space Marines because gene seed literally only works on males. It's in the lore. I'm crossing my fingers. I want this to be so much. Me too. I'd watch a Warhammer animated series. Best you're gonna get is if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. That is hilarious. Metal armor. Holy, imagine the weight and clunkiness. That is why I think they should be going the cosplay route with foam armor. The paint jobs that those guys can do is amazingly realistic. Cavill deserves better. Agreed. An animated Warhammer series was made. It's called Warhammer and Bolter. Wasn't there also the one with the Drukhari and Iron Warriors? I forget what that one was called. Iron Within. And the Tithes. And Pariah Nexus. Pariah Nexus is good. Yeah, you would need to talk to Arch for info Warhammer. You guys are adorable. Why, thank you. We know. Arigato. Sorry, not arigato. Hi, Jinja. Hi, Jinja-san. Hello, all. Is Warhammer a really good carpentry tool? Ha ha. Actually, the symbol for the Warhammer logo is from their Age of Sigmar branch.
I'm going to respond to this next one. One of us sued Master TDS.
No. I've tried, people. I have tried. And I have failed. Given how long it would seem for them coming to terms on how to approach the series, I'd reckon it won't be completely butchered, but slightly, I guess. Probably. We can hope. I'm hoping. Henry won't let us down, and those of us loyal to the lore will join him in the Cavill heresy on this side. Yes. Oh, wait. Are we going to call it the Cavill heresy? Or the Cavill Crusade? I think Cavill Crusade is better. Horus Heresy, Cavill Crusade. LOL, Master left.
I did.
He doesn't like Warhammer.
Thanks for joining our therapy group, Gold Magician. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much.
Let's see.
They tried Armor and Fallout TV series. It looked like crap. Hence why I think these things could go on a cosplay route. I don't want the series to be an adaptation of Caiaphas Cain because an adaptation would miss all the annotations. Caiaphas Cain, hero of the Imperium. I haven't touched anything Warhammer yet, so I'm not one of them. Yet. It's never too late.
Yep, but you know what time it is now? It's time for Super Chats.
Aww. Pickle Man for $2. Not as much as she's addicted to you, Master.
Yep, I know.
Mhm.
I'm addicted to her as well. I can't help it.
Yay.
Okay, I think we now have, guys. So I think, was it last week? We reacted to a clip for a Pac-Man secret level episode. Okay?
And it turns out that this...
Wait. And the secret episode came out and didn't really explain much.
And then...
Until...
a couple days later, the Game Awards happens, and a trailer for a quote alternate universe Pac-Man game gets announced with a trailer, and it's literally that secret level episode.
You'd think that they would ahead of time have at least announced that such a Pac-Man game was in the works or coming out. I think that would have worked a lot better for them. But we are going to react to the trailer for the Pac-Man game.
Indeed, we are, because we're going to react to the show trailer, might as well react to the game trailer.
Okay, so we are going to do our second dose of game therapy right now. All right, so we have this Pac-Man secret level thing that came out first, but they could have announced that they actually had this game. But this is apparently an alternate version of Pac-Man thing, so we're going to react to it. We have not seen this trailer yet.
I mean, I did because I watched some of the Game Awards, and I was like, oh, that's why it's...
seen it, so I'm going to be reacting to it live. Raven obviously has seen it somewhat, but this will be a fresh reaction for me. So here we go. This is like Hollow Knight Pac-Man edition.
It's literally that. Watch.
I mean, it looks cool, but why? Why are we doing it?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, like, this looks cool, don't get me wrong, but why? Why Pac-Man of all things?
I don't know, but wait till the end.
What?
Yep.
Hey guys, look, it's Alyssa Mercante. I didn't know Alyssa was guest starring in this.
Ah, that's good. I didn't notice the burp at the end before.
I mean, it looks really cool. I'm gonna have to be honest. It looks really cool. I don't know why it has to be Pac-Man.
Me neither. Or why that episode of Secret Level had to be released before the game trailer came out. Would have been a lot less confusing if it had been the other way around.
Yeah, it would have, or at least announce it. At least announce the game's coming out. People have no idea. Everyone's like, what the heck is this? And it's like, oh yeah, this actually explains it. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, makes it a little confusing and slightly underwhelming.
I'll be honest.
Mhm.
Depending on how much this is and what platforms it comes out on, I am more than willing to play this game. It looks like exactly my kind of game.
You're right, it does.
It looks like my kind of game. You're talking to a guy who has beat Hollow Knight using a mouse and keyboard, okay? If I can do that, I can do anything.
True. Except like Warhammer.
We're not going there.
Sorry.
It's so bizarre. Yep. Join the Warhammer Marines. No. Universe of Conquer secret level episode releases kills the game of it. This is Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Waka
apparently.
Waka.
I mean, they at least had the Waka Waka sound effect.
Someone was on good hallucinations for them. It's so edgy, this Pac-Man thing. Yeah, it I'll be honest, it actually, like, even the product about, I hate that this is making me curious. It is making me curious. It looks cool. It looks like a Pac-Man Metroidvania game.
Yeah.
Is Pac-Man a pet? Yeah, like a thing. I want my quarters back. Pac-Troidvania. I've never heard of this thing, and be frank, I'm not impressed. I'm not, like, impressed either, but I'm actually interested. This is, like, my kind of game. Bruh, at this point, make a new IP. They need the brand recognition. Lovecraftian Pac-Man. I thought it was Alyssa Mercante. This game is what happens if Hollow Knight and Celeste got married and had a kid. Fair enough. This version of Pac-Man doesn't fit his environment. Exactly. Like, the Pac-Man doesn't look right. But I think the game itself looks pretty cool. Take the Pac-Man out of it, and it would be awesome. I think it will still be cool. I think I'm like, if I'm gonna I might buy this, or if someone gets it for me, I will totally play it.
Yeah, you would.
And yeah, somebody, I don't know. I guess it's the thing now, because people who like, I guess we become big enough that people like gifting games. I've gotten gifted like 3 games in the past month. So someone gifted me Dave the Diver.
Well, you did finally go online on Steam, because you're usually offline, and you let people know that you have a Steam.
I do have a Steam, but I don't really tell people about it.
His Steam tag is Master of the TDS. All one word, same as his name on Twitter.
You will know that you found it. Do you want to know why? Because there isn't another one.
And also his profile picture is the same.
If you search Master of the TDS, my account is the only one that comes up. So there's not like a bunch
of unique name. It's such a unique name.
But I am on there. And someone also recently just gave me, I think, Valheim.
Yeah, it was Valheim.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Did someone decide to come up with a new Pac-Man game while on LSD? Looks
Probably.
like it. It would make more sense if it was an evil Kirby. Yeah, it would.
Maybe.
Zero creativity. I may have to find a new hobby until we get a real game developers back in their spots. Look. Okay? I'm going to say this. Okay?
Yeah.
It looks better than other things I've seen them try to do.
True.
Have you beaten Zhao yet? No, I have not. I've been way too busy, and I did get kind of distracted with Dave the Diver. So someone gifted it to me, and I wanted to play it, and I got sucked into it a little bit. But I've also been dealing with work and other things, and I have a surgery to prepare for, so it is on my to-do list. It's just, it keeps getting moved down. Sorry I'm late. Tutoring someone on natural logarithms and operations. That's fine. Thanks for coming anyways. I mean, I would try it. I want to see Qbert. That would be cool. Qbert. Actually, it'll be Qbert, the lost origins of Qbert.
Dun, dun, dun.
It reminded me a little of Little Nightmares. It does look like that. It's okay to show Alyssa Mercante's on stream gross. You are a yellow head thing eating all the stuff away by ghosts, and why are you doing this? Don't know. Bro, it's a 6-hour game. Do you have any idea how busy I've been? Honey, do you want to explain how busy I've been?
Master works as a therapist. He sees clients. He does all the editing for our individual videos, makes all the images for our streams, is studying for an exam, for an important work exam, is having surgery tomorrow, and also, I'll say this, and I'm not elaborating in any way, shape, or form, and you cannot make me, okay?
And we've had some interesting meetings that we've had to attend. So let's just put it that way.
True.
Interesting meetings, not in a bad way, but like we put it this way. We've made some cool connections and stuff for the future. So that's what I'm going to say. But yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a 6-hour game. But yeah, David Diver sounds dope. It is. It's very fun. Wait, surgery? Who has surgery? Me. I'm having surgery tomorrow on my left eye. So
Yes. Send prayers and money.
works as a therapist during the holiday season. What free time? I'm so sorry. Thank you. At least someone gets it.
Master literally does not have free time.
David Diver looks really addictive. Yes, that's why I've been playing it pretty much in my spare time. That and Pal World because I like Pal World.
And Inscription.
Sent an ad on Steam. I can give you something truly special. You don't have to give me anything. If you tell me you're going to give me something, I'm not going to accept your request because I don't want. You don't have to give me games. You don't have to give me.
You kept complaining about how everyone was gifting me games and not you.
No. I was upset that somebody gifted you like 15 different Warhammer games, and I haven't been able to.
It was a Warhammer anniversary bundle. Thanks, Pope Italicus.
Yes, and they gifted you all those games, and for a week, I literally didn't speak to you because you were literally in the Warhammer game, and all you would talk about was Warhammer, and I literally had no idea what you were talking about.
But it was fun.
You're working like there's more than 24 hours in a day. What is this sleep you speak of?
Or sanity.
Literally, I've had to literally be online more than I wanted to be. I've had to be online to talk with people in different time zones and whatever. So again, you'd think for a channel that's only at 9,000 subscribers, which I have to actually say, thanks so much for that, guys. We reached that goal.
Seriously. So glad that you guys love us. By the way, how many people do we have in the stream right now?
We've had 91. I don't think we've gotten over 100, but we have 91.
Boo! Get more people in here.
Oh, fine. I won't gift the game, but I'll bail them instead. Thank you, PO Box. But if you guys, sounds like you have to get into Warhammer. Ha ha ha. No.
No.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Like I've said, I have tried. Master is just not interested.
Nope, not interested. But since you all are here, before we get into our next topic, which will be our third topic, which will be about The Witcher, just a reminder for those of you who are here who have not done so yet.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Hit those buttons and share us out.
Just subscribe. Saw you on Side Scrolls. Didn't you do a show as well? Most people don't, because I don't. This channel used to be Master of the TDS, but it's been rebranded as Gothic Therapy. I do have a Master of the TDS channel, but right now it just has a bunch of stream VODs on it, and that's pretty much it. It does have some private videos. I have moved over some stuff from this channel, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But thanks so much for the subscription. I think we're ready to move on to our third topic, and then we will get to the story and everything, and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Yeah. And also, don't forget to look at the poll and finish out the super chats.
Yep. But we don't have any super chats here.
Oh, right.
This time. So, did we get any super chats? I don't think so.
I think we.
Nope, we haven't gotten any. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go into our third topic right now. At the Game Awards, The Witcher 4 was shown.
With Ciri as a Witcher, her path now her own.
Yet fans are divided. Lore's rules are at stake.
But perhaps there's an answer the story will make.
Yeah. So, let's discuss the reveal of The Witcher 4. So, this is the fourth game in the Witcher series. It was announced.
And people...
Go ahead.
Sorry. And people are complaining about not necessarily that Ciri is being portrayed as the Witcher, but that she is literally a Witcher when she's not supposed to be.
That, and also people are complaining about how Ciri looks. So I want to come out right away and say something that's going to make people probably going to be a bit divisive, okay?
Go for it.
I don't really care about how she looks.
I mean, I don't really see a difference. She just looks older than she did in the third game to me.
Now, keep in mind, this is a trailer, and it's like a CGI trailer, so perhaps she'll look better in the game, but I don't really care. I don't. What I do care, and what Raven mentioned, is the lore, and according to lore, there are no female Witchers because they cannot survive the process.
Even boys hardly survive the process. Same with Space Marines. It's literally the same concept. It's not supposed to work on girls. And yet we see her with the yellow cat's eyes and with the elixirs that help Witcher reflexes and sight. And they work on her, which they shouldn't.
I'm just going to say this, okay? As I said, I don't really care about the look. I care more about the lore. Okay? That's the most important thing for me. As someone who's a big fan of the Witcher books, the lore is very important to me. However, I will clarify a couple things. One, in the third game, there is an alternate ending where Ciri, I believe, becomes a Witcher. So that is a thing in the game universe. That doesn't make the lore okay. It's just something to consider. The second thing is a post that I saw that many people weren't aware of. Now, we're going to read this post and react to it. I want to make very clear, though, if you are someone who doesn't like the change to Ciri's face, whatever, you have every right not to like it. I'm just saying, for me, it's not the priority. For me, the priority is the lore breaking, because I hate lore breaking.
We all do.
Now, we have a post here from Adam Badowski. Adam Badowski is the head of Studio CG Project Red, and he saw about how some people were reacting to Ciri and the lore, so he made a post. Honey, do you want to read Adam Badowski's post?
Certainly. Dear, if you're wondering how Ciri may be on the path as a Witcher, well, there's the story of The Witcher 4 to tell the tale. A huge thank you for the respect and love for the lore created by Andrzej Sapkowski. Hugs. Blackheart.
So
basically, he's saying that the story of the game is going to explain why Ciri is a Witcher.
Now, I'm not saying that makes it better. I'm saying at the very least, they're aware that they're going to have to explain this. Now, the explanation could be a load of crap and make no sense. And if that is the case, I will be one of the first people out there to,
to say
be
so.
out there to, not condone it and get upset about it. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, speculation here. I imagine they're going to say it has something to do with her elder blood.
I don't know. All I'm going to say is this. If they can come up with a decent way to make this work, it may still not be something I'm entirely okay with. But if they can explain it in a way that is plausible, I might be able to let it slide, provided the game is decent. However, I do not like lore breaking. So I am glad that the head of the studio is at least acknowledging the fact that they're aware that it seems like it's breaking lore and that they are going to address it. I think that was a very good thing for them to do, to get out in front of it.
Yeah, I completely agree. It shows that he actually cares and isn't just writing it off as, oh, you're misogynistic, blah, 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 blah. No, this is clearly a guy with a good head on his shoulder. So bravo to you, sir.
Now, again, we'll have to wait and see. I know people were getting very uptight about this, but I want to, again, make something very clear. If you have read the Witcher books, Ciri is a huge part of the books. She is one of the most important characters in the story. So the fact that they are making her the main character makes a lot of sense. I think the thing people are most upset about is that having her be a Witcher and take the place of Geralt. There's no reason that she should need to replace him. Now, what would be really cool, I have heard that Geralt is still going to be in this game. I would love to see the two of them team up as equals and take down monsters together. But
that would be cool.
My fear is they're going to pull a Joel in The Last of Us 2.
Aw, yeah, I really hope not, but I could totally see it. I could totally see that happening. Unfortunately.
So again, I'm not saying that people don't have a right to be upset about this, and I'm not saying people don't have a right to criticize and be skeptical or recognize patterns. You absolutely have every right to do that. However, until we see how it plays out in the game, I am going to reserve my judgment for now. That does not mean I'm not going to think that, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going to make it very clear. I don't like the lore breaking. I honestly don't care what Ciri looks like. I don't care if she turns into a baboon. I don't care. Okay?
Why a
as
baboon?
long as they stick to the lore. If they do not stick to the lore, that is where I am out. Sorry.
Why a baboon?
It was the first thing that came to mind.
Fair enough, but no, I agree with you. And until we get more to, and until we learn more about the actual story of the game, I'm going to say, let's wait and see.
I am going to be very clear. I'm not happy about this. I don't think it was necessary. I think they could have just made a fourth Witcher game with Geralt. I think it would have been fine. But if they're going to do this, they need to have a good reason and they need to explain it well. If they can't explain it and it's just a BS, oh, well, she's always been important, whatever, that's not a good excuse. I'm saying that she is an important character, so it would make sense to have a game centered around her. That does not mean that the manner in which they are doing it is correct or right. So if they do not do it the correct way, or they take creative liberties or stretch and bend the lore, you will see me very much more willing to speak up about this. But I had made a post about this on Twitter that I quickly deleted, and somebody, asked me why I did, and I said because I was saving it. I was saving it. Okay? So I don't know what's going to happen here. What I do know is that right now, her look doesn't bother me as much as the lore breaking. The fact that they came out and said something about it makes me a little hopeful. A little. But honestly, I'm going to assume, based on the situation, that it's probably not going to end well. However, I am more than happy to be proven wrong. But for now, I'll tell you, there's only one thing that I'm looking forward to Witcher-wise.
What's that?
That's the new book that Andrew Sapkowski is making of a teenage version of Geralt. That is the only thing I'm looking forward to. I like the books more than the games, and that is what I'm looking forward to. This is not one of them.
Fair enough. That's a good place to stop.
Ooh boy, divisive topic in the chat, I see.
Woo! Let's go.
Okay. Therapists and chefs is a busy time. They had a friend who worked at a high-end restaurant. I wouldn't see him from Thanksgiving till Easter. Yep, very, very busy. The lore change is as bad as female custodies. You're right, if it's not done correctly. Age doesn't increase your jaw. The cheekbones are gone. Look, guys, I'm not saying you don't have a point there, okay? I'm saying I could care less about the look, more about the lore to me.
Hey, for all we know, the process to become a Witcher changed her facial appearance.
I think that would be a really stupid way of explaining it, but regardless, I don't know, guys. All I'm saying is I could care less about how she looks. It's more about how did she become a Witcher? You need to explain it to me. You need to sell it to me, and you need to make me like it. And if you can't do any of those things, I'm out. Doesn't matter. I don't care what she looks like. As I said, she could look like a baboon. I don't care. Just do the lore accurate. If you can't do the lore accurate, I'm gone. Peace.
Did you have to do it like Frosk?
You don't like it. If I don't like it, I won't play it. Peace. Now I gotta get it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
No, you don't. Please. I don't want her on our streams.
Lore breaking is a deal breaker for me. I enjoy the books on Audible. Yep, they're good.
The books are good.
Not to mention, Ciri is already more powerful than The Witcher. Anyways, yep.
True, she literally has power over time and space.
I don't think she looks too bad. There aren't any crazy changes. Her face, she just looks more haggard from combat. Yeah, we'll have to see. It could simply be the trailer, but I don't think. I want to make very clear. I don't think she needs to be Witcher.
That's the alarm for the poll.
I don't think she needs to be a Witcher. I don't. Point blank. Ciri should not be Witcher. Yeah, I don't think it needs to. I don't think she needs to be a Witcher. I think it's dumb to do that. But if they're gonna do it, they need to really sell me on it. If they cannot sell me on it, I'm out.
Yeah, I know.
If you really want to do a gender flip with this, how about a video game based off Claymore where the lore has a gender flip and men cannot survive the process to become Claymore? I don't know what Claymore is, but
It's an anime. It's on our wish list. It's on our watch list, I think.
look at the side-by-side pictures. They manned her face up a bit. I couldn't see so well at first either. Something just looked off. I saw the side-by-side and it was clear what happened. Again, as I said,
He doesn't care.
No, I'm not saying that there isn't a change to her face. I'm saying I quite frankly do not care about the change to her face as much as the change to the lore of The Witcher. Because guess what? Ciri may be an important character, but for me, Geralt is my favorite character. So
Geralt is a great
I want to
character.
see Geralt respected, and I don't want to see the lore destroyed.
I
So
mean,
if
we've
they
already
ruin
gotten
Ciri,
Geralt they've already disrespected Geralt at Netflix, so
if they ruin Ciri, I quite frankly don't care. I don't. It's just not interesting to me. But the lore, that's where I go. That's where I draw a line. Sorry. I hear you. I hate the lore breaking as well. It really annoys me how they're trampling all over the lore. Yep. Geralt is going to get golf clubbed. Please don't. Important character does not equal to protagonist. You're right. I don't look, as I said, I think a fourth Witcher game with Geralt as the protagonist would have made a lot more money. But if they're going to do this, they need to do it right. And if they can't do it right, I'm gone. Fair enough?
yes, that is completely fair.
Okay.
Have we gotten any more super chats? Doesn't appear so. You also have to
Yes,
Oh.
honey, stop. I just said wait.
sorry.
My AirPod died in the middle of that, and I was trying to make it so it didn't echo.
That's why I took
Let's
one out
see.
and put it in the charger.
That's what I've been doing, but it died in the middle while I was doing it. So
Sounds like a you problem.
I fixed it, and you kept talking. So Master of the Frost. Why would she need a Trail of Glass series? The source more powerful than Witcher? She wouldn't. Also, they switched to a different engine, specifically Unreal, that makes people spread out. Yeah, again, look, I'm not saying there isn't a point to be made about her appearance. I'm just saying I quite frankly don't care enough about Ciri as a character. I think Ciri's a great character in the books. I think that I think that she's important to the story, but I like Geralt. If they mess with Geralt, that's when I get into a thing. I honestly don't care about Ciri as much. So as long as they do decent with the lore, that's what's important to me. Well, wouldn't Ciri still be younger because of elven blood? She has elves don't age much or something. Who knows how much time this is after The Witcher? We don't know.
True.
I view character experience as a part of lore, but to each their own. Again, fair. As I said, I'm not fighting anybody here. I'm not saying anybody doesn't have a right to have like an opinion about this or be like, hey, I don't like this. I'm just saying the lore is the most important thing to me. If you hate people who don't care about lore, you're going to hate Lily Orchard. She thinks lore doesn't matter to a story. Then I probably won't like her. This is going to be DEI and ESG. I bet we see the lore Witcher change for being a modern audience. And if they do that, oh boy, you're going to see videos from us making fun of it and laughing at them. Trust me.
Yeah.
You guys misunderstand how much I love the Witcher series. And so, again, keep in mind, guys, I did not watch the Witcher series on Netflix because it was not lore accurate.
I mean, I watched the series before I read the books. The first season of the show is why I bought the books. Because
Yes.
I really liked season 1.
Yes, but as someone who read the books, I will not watch the Netflix one because the lore is not lore accurate. Sorry, don't do it. I won't do it. There are certain things that I get very nitpicky about. One of them is Witcher, and one of them is Oz books. I will only read the books, and I will only read the Witcher books. I do not want the Witcher books. I want the Witcher anything else. I don't need the Witcher Netflix series. I don't need it. So that's all I'm going to say is that I quite frankly like the people to stick to the lore. So if you don't stick to the lore, I'm gone.
Pretty much.
The tone of the last argument wasn't meant to be argumentative. By the way, just to be clear, it was hard to convey tone via text. Don't worry. I'm not offended. I get people are unlike other people. I think of this like this. Okay. I think that fans of any series are going to be passionate. That's why I believe that people who like The Last Jedi or who like whatever have a right to like it. It could be wrong, but that's just how it is. Okay. The point is they're going to be passionate and they're going to have strong opinions. And you know what? I respect that. I think that's a great thing. Only thing I will hate is if they keep shoving things down my throat and telling me that this is the lore, this is how whatever. No. Have an opinion. Let's have a discussion about the opinion, and we're good to go. That is all I need. As I've said on Twitter, I learned this year a very important thing. I cannot say exactly how many people I learned this from or who, but I have learned a lot about. I always believed that having a responsible or, respectful conversations were always an important thing. I didn't believe they were possible anymore until this year. This year, I have met people. I have spoken with people. I can't necessarily say all of what I want to say, but I will tell you maybe at some point in the future. But regardless, I have learned that not only is it a belief, it is something that is possible. We can have those discussions. And you know what? I'm darn gonna have those discussions because you know what? It's fun. That's the reason. It's fun to have those discussions. Because if someone's willing to meet you halfway and hear you out and have a respectful conversation and they disagree with you, oh my goodness, it is so much fun to have a conversation like that.
Yep.
I've only played the games, but I've heard their books, something I can still find from Amazon or Barnes & Noble. I'm sure you can, but they're very good. I will say, do not read Season of Storms. It is so bad. I honestly suspect somebody else wrote it. As far as the Oz goes, I ignored the books after Bomb because until you hit a pair of graphic novels, the tone is suddenly very kiddie. Yeah, Bomb's books are really good. I think he deserves more attention for them. Yep. We have very mature hosts in the community to match. I hope so. And again, I hope nobody feels like them being pressured to feel one way or the other. I respect everybody's opinions here. I think everybody has a right to them. But as I said, I don't care about appearance as much. Lore is the key for me. So if you mess with the Witcher lore, you're messing with me. Point blank. All right. I think we're at time for almost the diagnosis of the week, but we have a couple things to take a look at, don't we?
Yes. What are they again?
Let's go take a look at our poll. We did a poll before the stream, and it was a poll that now has 128 votes. It says smash the like button. So, what is the best way to fix The Witcher 4? And it says option 1, Roach becomes the new Witcher. Option 2, Ciri shaves her head. And option 3, the Wild Hunt sues for damages. And with 128 votes, the Wild Hunt sues for damages has won this poll.
With what percentage?
45% people believe that the Wild Hunt should sue for damages. 30% believe Roach should become the new Witcher, and 25% think that Ciri should shave her head.
Well done, Wild Hunt.
All right, poll is over.
Woo! Shall we go into the cute story before we begin the diagnosis?
Yes, we will. Okay, so we are going to tell you, because you guys hit the super chat goal of 20 super chats. Thank you so much for every super chat. We really appreciate it. They are not required, but we appreciate it. That's why we incentivize it. So if people want to, they can. We're going to tell a really cute story that happened. We're going to tell the cookie story.
It actually happened last week, and we wanted to tell it last week, but we didn't hit our goal last week, so Master wants to tell it this week.
Okay, so last week, right before the Sabbath, Raven, what happened to you?
My screen glitched.
What do you mean glitched?
Meaning my entire screen glitched, and I'm going to have to leave.
You're where'd you go? Wait, turn that back on.
I'm working on it. There.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Hi. Okay. Master wanted to tell the story this week.
Yes. So here is the story. So right before the Sabbath, Raven decided instead of we usually sometimes get a dessert. She decided that she was going to make chocolate chip cookies from a mix, right?
No, I made them from scratch.
Made them from scratch from what? It was like a recipe though, right?
I literally have a recipe for chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, so you made chocolate chip cookies and they're great, right?
But I left them in the oven too long and they got burnt.
Only a little. They got burnt at the bottom. So, unlike
they were black on the bottom.
Yes. So
I burnt the cookies.
Yes. So I decided that would not stand. So what did I do? I took a bunch of plastic knives and I sat by a trash can for probably about an hour. And I went through like 30 plastic knives, scraping the bottoms of the cookies. And I saved every last one of them.
Because he loves me.
Because I love her and I wanted the cookies. That's part of the incentive. And so I took the knives and went like at hyperspeed and like scrape. The entire kitchen floor was covered in black like dust by the end of it. There were like 20-something cookies and like all of them had problems and I had to scrape. I was like, scrape.
There were 27 cookies total and most of them were burnt. Because the recipe said leave them in the oven for 10 minutes, then take them out and let them cool. I didn't. When I took them out, they were still raw in the middle, and I didn't know that letting them cool meant letting them harden. So I put them back in the oven, thinking that I didn't live them, that they needed more time to cook. And then I smelled the burning. I burned the cookies.
No, but I saved them.
I'm better at regular cooking than I am at baking. Let's just say that.
I saved them. I sat over the trash can for an hour and my hands were raw and whatever, but I scraped the entire bottoms of the cookies until there was no black left on the bottom and saved the chocolate chip cookies. So every single one of them survived and they're not burnt anymore. And we enjoyed them and they were tasty and we have some in the freezer for this week and I'm going to eat cookies.
Yes.
And that is our cute story. Hopefully it was worth it.
That is our adorable husband and wife story. You're welcome.
Gothic
Hopefully we'll have another one next week.
No cookies left behind. How good were the cookies in the end? They're good.
Yeah, a little hard to chew. They were
hard, fine.
But...
I need to step up my husband gave TDS your inspiration. I try. I love my wife, okay? And when she was upset that her cookies were burned, I knew I had to save them. So I was going to do anything I needed to.
You thought I was silly for making cookies because I ended up being so stressed about not having enough time to cook the rest of the food.
But I want to say something really funny, though. You don't understand. I went through multiple knives. I literally scraped them so hard, I wore down the points on the knife and literally broke the knife. At certain points, broke the knife would just break in half.
True story.
What cookies? Snickerdoodles? The chocolate chip. They were good. Not the cookies. Everybody loves it. That mistake happens, Raven. It's okay. Just learn from this, and good on you, Master. I thought blackened food was a goth thing.
My mom is the one who likes burnt baked goods. I do not.
I'm gonna send you to some edible activated charcoal so you can have black food. Is that a thing?
There is such thing as edible charcoal? Why have I not heard of this until now?
Is it kosher?
Probably not.
Master of the cookie saving? Maybe. That was very cute. I try. Honey.
Thank you for saving the cookies, dear. I did already thank you last week.
Thank me again. I deserve it.
Meow. Meow.
I'm sorry, but the acting she told us about that makes for interesting visual. It's a cute story, though. Heart melting. I try. So be honest, in the process of scraping, how many did you eat? 0. I literally ate 0 of them. I sat there for an hour just scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping until I finally got all the cookies to have no burned bottoms anymore. That is literally all I wanted. So my wife was like, "You could stop. It's okay." I'm like, "No, I gotta save them all."
I was literally telling him to take a break.
Literally, I couldn't unclench my hand afterwards because it was so like wound
I'm pretty
up.
sure you went into Shabbos scraping cookies.
Yep. Little hard to chew. Awesome. They were edible. Husbando, I've done that for my wife too. Get you a man like Master. Good evening, Sister Emma Walking. Good evening to you.
Hi.
Save the cookies, save the world. I know that reference.
Nice.
Plastic knives, right? Yes, a bunch of them.
course.
Like I filed it down to the point where literally there
And
were
he
no.
was like worried that he was going to run out of knives. And I kept saying, "Honey, we have more knives. We have an entire box of knives in the cabinet here." And I literally took out a handful of plastic knives and put them on the counter next to him.
Yeah, but I went through multiple knives sometimes per cookie. So
True story.
food is Cajun. Edible charcoal is tasty.
But is
think
it
it's kosher
kosher?
depending on the prep. Plastic knives, good choice to save it because you don't trust shaving with real knives. I don't trust myself with real knives. I'm going to try to scrape it and scrape off my finger. I don't want to scrape it.
And after I almost lost a finger to a knife, yeah, he's not doing that.
Quick check. You can definitely get kosher edible activated charcoal. Put the cookie down. I'm making spicy cookies in the morning. Yummy. That's great. And we have a super chat. Ashes for $2. You 2 our relationship goals. We try.
Thanks.
All right. That was the cute story. I do want to try to end it at 2 hours because I'll be completely honest with you guys. StreamYard generate shorts for us if we end 2 hours before 2 hours. So if we can't, we only have shorts this week. But if we do, we get shorts. So I'll take it. Okay. Let's get into the final thing of the day, the diagnosis of the week. Are you ready, honey?
Yes, begin. And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week,
where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
So the diagnosis for this week is psychological inertia.
Please explain.
So psychological inertia is the tendency to stick to established behaviors, beliefs, or systems even when they are no longer effective, combined with resistance to change or new ideas. This is often due to habit, emotional attachment, or fear of the unknown, causing internal conflict when change inevitably happens.
In relation to today's topics, with the Sony Spider-Man Universe, psychological inertia is exemplified in Sony's repeated attempts to build a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man, continuing to invest in projects like Morbius and Kraven the Hunter despite clear signs of failure until the franchise collapsed.
With the Warhammer 40k series, psychological inertia is exemplified in fan reactions to Amazon's announcement, where Henry Cavill's involvement sparks hope, but lingering distrust from previous adaptations makes fans wary of embracing the project.
And with The Witcher 4, psychological inertia is exemplified in fan conflict over Ciri's role as the lead, as attachment to the established lore and Geralt makes the narrative shift feel jarring and concerning, reflecting valid fears of beloved stories being altered to serve external agendas.
And that's why we feel this is a great diagnosis for this week.
Agreed.
All right. What a great show tonight.
And we also made good time.
Yeah, we made good time. Great show. As I said, we're going to be ending off now. Just a reminder for everybody, I will be having eye surgery tomorrow. I will probably make a post about it because I'll be honest, I'm a bit nervous. Not to get attention. It's more to get prayers because honestly, I'm worried. I can't deny it. I can't deny that I'm worried. It's my eye after all. So I am going to put out.
agree. Human beings have much fear regarding the health of their eyes. It's why Greek tragedies such as Oedipus Rex have a lot of stuff regarding eyes, especially when Oedipus gouges his own eyes out.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. But I'll probably make a post about it maybe tomorrow. But as I said, I appreciate all the super chats, appreciate all the people for coming. Please send me prayers, send me luck, whatever you can. I would totally appreciate it because I am worried about it. I will keep you guys updated on how I'm doing, or I'll have Raven do it for me if I can't see well enough to get to the phone. But yeah, that's it. And for all of you, even people who are new, people who aren't new, watch the outro till the end for a special message just for you. And I think did we get everything, Cunning?
I believe so.
All right. So we're gonna end off the stream. See you guys in our videos, and see you guys in the next stream.
Bye.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channels are refuge, a weird therapy maze. Can't pay a shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm style, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendora of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Bell tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, later